Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Greg, we know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Goodwin, and it's Lyons in at the two-guard spot. He's got a clear path. Here's Larson. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
It's blocked. And now here's Goodwin, the fast break chance. Count that one.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Passes to Kennedy. Here's Buchanan. That's tipped.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
That is good. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first five here to start the game. And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch, that's painful.
And pushing it up Atlanta, the Hawks again in transition. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Minnesota has possession. Searching for their first points of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Jay Triano. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Thanks, Doris. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Left side, Price. The 3 ball. And yes, sir, that one drops. Price has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Cleveland.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 10. The pass to Dawkins. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Goodwin. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
There's the pick. Price with the ball. Can't connect from short range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Goodwin. Another three for Atlanta.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Screened by Lucas. Moves back up.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
Guys, they're having a tough time getting the ball in close. And for the defense, when you can do that, I think you've already won half the battle.
And the basket good. 10 points for him.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Goodwin's got his third bucket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 18. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And pushing it up Atlanta. The Hawks again in transition. That's good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
The finish throws down the breakaway jam.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Yeah, enough scoring on the end.